Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This reading is going to be for the sign of Scorpio for the month covering May 2020. Please do keep in mind that this is a general reading and not all messages may apply to you and or your personal life. And also this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at area code 702-665-2984. So with all of that being said, let's get started. All right, Scorpio, starting with your charms, the first charm that you do have is the Wheel card, which does talk about change and or a turn of events. The next charm that you have is the Heart card, and on this heart it does say made with love. All right, so someone is going to give you something tangible that was made with love, meaning that the person that made this gift for you, they poured their heart and their soul into whatever it is in order to show you that they really, really do appreciate you. The next charm that you have is the Cross, which does symbolize love, finality, and fulfilled promises. The next charm that you have is the Pine Cone, which does symbolize enlightenment, third eye, and sexuality. The next charm that you have is the Rose, which does symbolize beauty, secrets, death, and rebirth. And the last and final charm that you have is the Shell, which does symbolize birth, good fortune, and resurrection. All right, moving on to the tarot portion of your reading. The first card will represent how you feel about yourself, and you do have the Tower card. All right, so the Tower does represent Aries, so an Aries person may be significant for you during this time. However, when it comes to how you feel about yourself, you may feel eager to disturb the status quo, the peace, and or may enjoy rocking the boat during this time. You could also feel explosive. The truth that you speak is going to be very enlightening to other people at this time. You could fear disruption and sweeping change that you could possibly be going through during this time. Or again, this could be the fact that maybe you need to recognize that such upheaval in your life can force a new direction. Also, subconsciously, you may have wanted this change, but this change specifically may have been a little bit unexpected. And in turn, this card could bring about an internal shakeup. The next card that you have is going to represent what it is that you want the most right now, and you do have the Empress card. So the Empress card does represent a Libra person, so a Libra person could be significant in your life during this time. However, when it comes to what it is that you want the most right now, you desire comfort, security, and happiness. All right. And I feel like you may be in need of some emotional support as well, or reassurance. If you are considering having a baby, I do feel like the desire will be very strong at this time. If you are a female that is already pregnant, you may have some concerns. If you are male, you could be considering fatherhood with someone, but you may have some concerns. The next card that you have is going to represent your fears, and you do have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so you could be fearing everything taking a turn for the worst. You could also fear change. You could also fear forces that are beyond your control, your destiny, or the hand that you was dealt. The next card is going to represent what is going for you, and you do have the Devil card. All right, so the Devil card does represent a Capricorn person, so it could be that a Capricorn person is significant in your life during this time. However, when it comes to what it is that is going for you, it could be that if you are considering giving up on a bad habit such as smoking, drinking, for example, now is a good time to start. The next card is going to represent what it is that is going against you. And you do have the Fool card. All right, so the Fool card does represent an Aquarius person. All right, so it could be that an Aquarian person is significant in your life during this time. But when it comes to what is going against you, it could be that you are acting like a fool in a sense that you are too busy living life in the moment to make any kind of necessary plans for the future. All right. You could be tired of the same old routine. You may prefer to act recklessly with no regard for consequences for your actions. All right. You may tend to find excuses as to why you are making foolish decisions. All right. But those foolish decisions will actually have long-term consequences. Also, I feel like there could be missed opportunities as well. Now, the next card is going to represent the likely outcome by the end of May 2020, and you do have the Death card. All right, so the Death card does represent a Scorpio person. So a Scorpio person may be significant in your life during this time. But when it comes to your likely outcome for the end of May 2020, I do feel like this is going to be a very transformational time for you. So it is likely that by the time you reach the end of May 2020, that you have already experienced some sort of change that has taken place in your life. Some people and or situations may leave your life, and it is necessary to make room for the new energy that is coming in. All right, so I do feel that leaving May and going into the beginning of June, all right, you are going to be experiencing a fresh start, and there is a need to embrace this fresh start and live every day like it is your last day to live. All right, so now we are going to get to your questions. So for those of you who enjoys working on yourself spiritually and or you enjoy journal work, I have a few questions for you. And the first question is going to be, what bad habits do you need to release? Second question, what is it that you fear? Third question, what would it take to truly make you happy and why? All right. So the next card is going to be your angel card, and I'm going to read the card for you, and then I'm going to give you any additional messages that I have for you. So you have the Five of Emotion, and it says, forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. All right, so I feel like your angels are asking you to forgive yourself and or those who has wronged you. Resentment is not going to serve you well. Grow, develop your skills, make connections, follow your heart, and remember to honor what it is that you feel. All right. So the next card that you have is the I card, Psychic Ability. Trust your intuition. The next card that you have is the Knot card, Unsuccessful Plans. The next card that you have is the Fool card. All right, and the Fool card just indicates to me that, again, some of you are taking risk that will have long-term consequences. There is a new beginning at hand. All right, and avoid any kind of foolish behavior. The next card that you have is Striptease. Like any striptease, it's important not to reveal it all prematurely. May require a sly approach to get the job done. Make sure not to shy away from it. Get creative with it. The next card that you have is Strip Down. Strip away your armor and come to know the very parts of you that you've hidden away. Wipe the slate clean and give yourself permission to write a new beginning and ultimately a new story. All right, the next card is going to represent your sexual energy. So the energy that you're in terms of sex and or how you are viewing your partner or potential partner in terms of sex and or how your partner or potential partner is viewing you in terms of sex. And you do have the self-control card. And it says needing clarity before getting intimate and or wanting to control the situation and or refraining from sexual activity. All right, moving on to the second portion of your oracle reading here. All right, so the first three cards that you have is the Nine of Spades in the upright, the Anchor card in the reverse position, and the Eight of Hearts also in the reverse position. All right, so these three cards together indicates to me that some of you may experience repetitive thoughts, anxiety, or trouble sleeping at night. And this could be due to an unhappy home or family life, a dysfunctional family, and or a broken home, a lack of security or stability. Social services may also show up at your door for some of you. Some of you could also lose your home. I also feel that For others of you, you could be homesick and or in isolation. Family secrets may also be exposed, causing emotional instability. I do feel like there is going to be someone of higher power that will intervene, and or a door will open that will bring about a turning point to this negative situation. The next two cards that you have is the Queen of Spades and the Knife card. So these two cards together indicate to me that some of you could be letting go of an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person, and or blocking communication from this person or vice versa. The next set of cards that you have is the Queen of Club, the Goldfish card in reverse, and the Four of Diamond. So these three cards together tell me that there could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, or this could be you, that is guarding their resources or being greedy. However, I do feel that little does this fire sign person know, or little do you know, until now, that you may need financial assistance in the future. All right, so be careful with how you treat others. You know, avoid being greedy, because it could come back to bite you in the butt. All right, so the next set of cards that you have is the Three of Diamond, the Lock and Key, and the Lily card. All right, so I feel like with this combination, some of you may find out that you have been involved in a third-party situation, causing you to shut down emotionally. However, I do feel that you may channel this energy by focusing more on work, studying, or learning a new skill, and that is going to pay off for you. So Scorpios, that's all that I have for you. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and bye for now.